and fresh.
That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets.
McDonald's is one of the world's most popular fast food chain restaurants. The famous, recognizable Golden Arches have 36,000 locations in more than 100 countries. From their popular Big Macs to their world-famous crispy and salty fries, connoisseurs may think they know everything there is to know. But this corporation has their own dirty little secrets. McDonald's is constantly reacting to consumer concerns and have since made changes to many of their products, but there are some things you might want to know before you go pick up your next McMeal. So let's uncover the top 10 McDonald's secrets.
Thanks for telling me your secret.
Faster fast food at the McDonald's drive-thru.
Hey, look here, fellas. You guys gonna have to order from the drive-thru menu.
McDonald's gives priority to those in the drive-thru lane. They will almost always have the dining guests wait to get their food over those driving through in their car.
Yes.
So
That's common knowledge. They all do that. It's not just McDonald's.
if you were to walk into a McDonald's and place an order at the same time as the car that just pulled up, you can bet they will get their meals first. They do this with good reason, to avoid car pileups and to prevent roads from getting blocked. As you can imagine, the car lineups can get pretty hectic, especially during mealtime rushes. If you're thinking you can beat this system by walking or biking through the drive-thru to get the same service, that won't work. McDonald's will refuse to serve anyone that is not in a vehicle and will ask you to come inside and stay.
Because every company does that too.
What?
I think you fell for clickbait, because all of that's common knowledge.
No, he listens to this girl. She does all these things.
Oh my god, so he just has a crush.
Go ahead.
The drive-thru is focused on speed, to serve as many customers as they can and avoid complaints. Drive-thru is the higher volume side of the business and drives 60 to 70% of their revenue. A customer is more likely to complain if made to wait in the drive-thru than someone making a dine-in order who will sit down and have more time to eat.
Take your time, no hurry here.
Checking us out for the first time? Then go ahead and hit
That was a Disney movie.
Yep.
that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad. Now let's serve up more on Mickey D's.
Yes, welcome to McDonald's.
Why do they call it Mickey D's?
Just a nickname.
Can I help you? Oh, hailing frequencies open, huh?
The McRib isn't really ribs.
The Rib Witch! The commercials have come to pass.
Are you tempted by the McRib? You might think you know what's really going on between the buns, saucy rack of ribs, pickles, and onions. What you should know is
No, because it's nasty.
It looks
that
nasty.
there are actually no ribs in this sandwich. False advertising? We'd say the fake ribs are a pork mixture that is pressed into the rib-like shaped mold. The pork patty is made with 45 ingredients, including a mixture of pork tripe, heart, stomach, water, loads of salt, and sugar. The sauce is made with 3 types of sugar, including high fructose corn syrup, with a total of 18 ingredients. And the bun is made with 17 ingredients. In total, it takes 80 ingredients to create this sweet, salty, and very fattening sandwich.
Fattening.
The McRib is also one of the saltiest
pause it.
items on the menu, and this is because of the process to form the false ribs. They use a lot of salt to help extract proteins that are then used to
just
bind
looks
the meat
gross.
trimmings into the rib-like shape.
It looks
Needless to
gray.
say, it
It's
takes
gray
a lot
meat.
of salt to pull that off,
You should
and
never eat gray meat.
one of these sandwiches will provide you with 36% of your daily salt intake.
Oh my
Guess Mickey
God.
D's doesn't agree with less is more.
The less you do, the more you do.
Your McDonald's drink may contain fecal matter. Surely getting an ice-cold beverage with your meal seems harmless. I mean, other than the fact that we know sodas are high in sugar, there's no secrets. Or are there? In 2017, the BBC consumer show Watchdog performed a series of random tests on 3 fast food chains all over the UK for fecal coliform. What they found wasn't exactly what you want to hear. 3 out of 10 McDonald's drinks tested positive for fecal contamination in their ice. This would mean about 30% of the ice in your drink from McDonald's could have elements of feces in it.
That's poop for sure.
What's worse is Burger King and KFC tested positive with even higher traces of fecal contamination found in their drinks. They found 6 of their samples from BK and 7 samples from KFC had fecal contamination. Yikes! Fecal coliform is found in human and animal feces and can cause a number of diseases. You sure you still want to supersize your drink?
Supersize it, bitch.
McDonald's staff are underpaid and being replaced.
I am being replaced as your leader by Dwight.
McD's employs over 1.8 million people. That's the second highest amount of people employed by a private employer after Walmart. Let's be honest though, the staff are not loving it. They are overworked and underpaid, barely able to make a living wage, meaning that their wages can barely allow them to pay for rent, food, and have something left over. We know that most fast food chains pay workers minimum wage, but the staff at McDonald's are constantly fighting for their wages to be increased because the pay is notoriously low. The average employee would have to work about 7 to 10 months to make what the CEO makes in 1 hour.
What?
Not only that, but with the rise in technology, their jobs are starting to be replaced with touchscreens. You may have noticed these touchscreens already if you've been inside a Mickey D's to order. Why? Well, because they work for free. Before you know it, the number of McDonald's employees may drop drastically, and you just might have a computerized machine asking you if you would like fries with that. McDonald's CEO commented that the plan is to make it easier for customers to order and pay for food digitally, and to give people the ability to customize their orders. But will this make it easier on the economy? Next time you place your order on a touchscreen, make sure to wash your hands before your food is ready. Even though these screens are said to be cleaned often throughout the day, studies have found a number of different bacteria present on these screens, but most of them are harmless. At least we know there will be a position available as a touchscreen.
Yeah, that's why I always get wipes when I get in the car after I touch them things. They're disgusting. There's a bunch of people touching them on a daily basis, James.
Well, duh. Why do you think you always see grease on them?
Well, they're not. It's not really grease. It's more fingerprints. But yeah, always wash your hands and do something.
McDonald's produces a lot of food waste.
You wasted half of our food when you did that.
Each day, thousands of burgers are thrown out. About every 10 minutes, hundreds of burgers are thrown out. Also, French fries have been flagged as a problematic item due to excessive waste as well. McDonald's French fries have a 7-minute limit for how long they can sit before they get tossed and new ones are made. Even though this is good news for customers knowing they get fresh fries, it is bad news when it comes to concerns regarding world hunger. If they sell about 9 million pounds of fries a day globally, you can only imagine how much gets wasted.
Ridiculous waste.
Everything in the kitchen has a timer, and when the timer goes off, that means the shelf life has expired and the food is thrown away. McDonald's feeds about 1% of the world's population on a daily basis, but approximately 12% of the world's population is suffering from hunger at the same time. How many more people would they be able to feed if there wasn't so much food waste?
Coming up next, a new fad that's sweeping the nation. Wasting food.
The main McDonald's ingredients are not so tasty.
Ew, that's so gross.
Who loves a side order of chemicals? McD's food is fully loaded with chemicals and additives. Thinking about getting scrambled eggs for breakfast? Think again. They contain monosodium phosphate, sodium acid pyrophosphate, citric acid, and niacin preparation. You sure you want to break your fast with that?
No, thank you.
The salads are dusted with propylene glycol to keep them crisp and fresh. This is also used in their sauces, glazes, and hotcakes. Propylene glycol is a less toxic version of ethylene glycol, which is found in antifreeze. Sound appetizing? A common additive used in their food is calcium silicate, which is a white powder primarily used to prevent...
Table salt and oxidized.
Yeah, exactly. Everything really has something in it that is not good for you. But as long as you don't consume it, like a lot of it, it's not going to hurt you. Even the medications you take can be harmful.
Look up ordinary things. I have a YouTuber for you, and I know that his stuff's not retarded.
Well, let's finish watching this.
I mean, you can finish that, but...
And cement and roof tiles from caking.
At least have somebody to teach you or something.
I mean, even the, even your medications, if you take too much of it, you can get sick. Go ahead.
prevent cement and roof tiles from caking. And what?
Wait, what?
Antifreeze. Sound appetizing? A common additive used in their food is calcium silicate, which is a white powder primarily used to prevent cement and roof tiles from caking. And what about the chicken nuggets? At one time, they hardly had any chicken in them, but lots of other ingredients we could barely pronounce. Less than half of a chicken nugget was actually chicken, and the rest was a combination of preservatives like TBHQ. This is a chemical they use in the nuggets to unnaturally preserve them and make them taste fresh. Imagine Gordon Ramsay making these discoveries in a Mickey D's kitchen. It would be entertaining to watch, but we can only imagine the boiling point of his rage. TBHQ has been proven to be unsafe for consumption, with side effects like loss of vision and liver failure, so try not to eat too many of them. Let's take a look at one more, azodicarbonamide, an chemical used in McDonald's buns as a flour bleaching agent. Not only is it hard to pronounce, but it is usually used in the production of foamed plastics. Now, we want to ask you, would you like fries with that?
Now ask, would you like fries with that?
Would you like fries with that?
Yeah, not me.
You like fries with that? Yeah, I'll take fries with my chemicals.
The McDonald's food does not decompose.
That's not normal, is it?
If it doesn't
That's
decompose,
not
is
normal.
it even real
No
food?
shit. That's not true though, because their salads do. Their salads will wilt and go bad. So they're showing you salads here. That's not true because I've gotten McDonald's salads. If you leave them in the refrigerator for like 2 days, they're bad. You have to toss them.
With the use of many chemicals, high levels of preservatives, and fats, your meal is likely to look the same for years to come. That is, if you choose to save it. Many tests have been conducted with McDonald's meals to see if they decompose or grow mold. The tests prove that the food from the Golden Arches restaurants does not get moldy. Everyone is asking, why? Well, for starters, the food is very McFatty, and high fat means low moisture.
McFatty?
Moist.
So,
What does that even mean?
It's a joke, Jane.
with little to no moisture, mold cannot grow. So when the chicken nuggets, burgers, or fries are left out, they completely dry out. Within a few days of being left out, all of the remaining moisture in your burger has evaporated, leaving you with some kind of weird jerky burger. Dried meat makes sense, but it's been a mystery as to why the buns do not get moldy. This is a little bit concerning when we think about putting this food in our bodies.
Now I've lost my appetite.
The healthy McD's menu isn't really healthy.
He's healthy and
Well, not really healthy.
Looking for a healthy option? You are better off making yourself a salad at home. Want to watch your calories, sugar, and salt intake when eating at McDonald's? Then take it from us and go for the burger. The burgers have less fat and calories than the salads. And when we talk fats at McDonald's, we don't mean good fats like avocados and nuts. We mean the bad fats like saturated and trans fats. These bad fats are linked to increasing bad cholesterol, high blood pressure, and more. The bacon ranch salad with crispy chicken has almost 500 calories and 28 grams of fat, with 51% of calories being from fat. Compare that to a double cheeseburger that has 430 calories and 21 grams of fat. Why are the salads so McFatty? It comes down to the salad dressings, the croutons, and crispy high-fat meats. But let's not forget that the veggies are coated in chemicals too. Does that sound healthy to you? Fast food and healthy food are two different categories. McDonald's does not make their food healthy because it would cost them a lot more and they would make less, so the return would be low. Over the years, we have become more health conscious as a society, and McDonald's has tried to adapt by offering these healthy but actually not so healthy options. What about the yogurt parfait? That sounds like it's got to be healthy, but it's the opposite. If you want to drive your system through a sugar rush,
Sugar slam!
then this item on the menu will do it. It has 22 grams of sugar and is basically a calcium-filled sugar mine.
that's too much sugar.
A McCafe shake is a questionable sugar bomb.
It looks questionable to me.
The jokes about the milkshake and ice cream machines always being out of service isn't far off. McDonald's employees have confirmed that the reliability of these machines is questionable. Not only do they break down all the time, but the repairs put the machine out of commission sometimes for a day or more. We wonder if this has something to do with how infrequently the machines are cleaned. Employees also have admitted that the machines are only cleaned about once a week. Let us also mention that a Mickey D's McCafe shake is a blend of vanilla ice cream and shake syrup, the main ingredient being high fructose corn syrup, then topped with whipped cream and a sugary maraschino cherry.
That's it, kids. Suckle Daddy's sugar ball.
A small 12-ounce vanilla McCafe shake has, drumroll please, 59 grams of sugars. And if you were to grab a large 22-ounce, you're looking at 99 grams of sugar. But wait, if you like the strawberry-flavored shake, a large has even more sugar than the vanilla, with 115 grams. The strawberry milkshake contains something like 50 chemicals that are used to imitate the flavors of strawberries. With all this information, we think you should shake this one off. McDonald's is the largest toy distributor in the world.
5 shillings for the possessed toy.
When you think about the toy distributors, do you automatically think Amazon, Walmart, or Toys R Us before their financial troubles? Most people do, but the largest toy distributor in the world is none other than McDonald's. All the little toys included in Happy Meals add up. On average, about 20%
If
of
you consider
McDonald's
them
sales are
toys,
Happy Meals,
they're only this big.
which features some kind of toy. With 68 million meals sold on a daily basis, that's a lot of toys. About 13.6 million toys a day. No other toy distributor even comes close to that. Did you know that this is a powerful tool McDonald's uses to market the fast food chain to children? And McDonald's has been serving Happy Meals since 1979. They have surely got a lot of children hooked over that many years.
I'm hooked.
Most children under 8 years old do not have the cognitive skills and developmental maturity to understand the persuasive intent of marketing and advertising of these Happy Meals. Researchers say fast food chains do this to develop reliance and trust at an early age, and toys are a way of advertising directly to children. There have been several lawsuits in the United States and Canada against them for advertising to children, especially because they tie them to popular kids' movies. By creating an emotional bond with children, they find the key to keep them coming back and associating Happy Meals with good memories from their childhood. Smart and evil, if you think about it, considering how unhealthy and filled with additives a Happy Meal is. The only thing happy about it is the toy.
Will somebody get the kid a Happy Meal?
Help yourself to seconds by staying right here and clicking on our next great video. And if you would like to become an official
So yeah, like I was saying,
Can we watch one more?
here we go with the fast food stuff. Why do you think I'm always yelling at you about how unhealthy these things are? Are you sure you don't need help?
Can we watch one more?
I'm gonna go get the mail.
Can we watch one more?
Yeah, we can watch one more. I gotta go get the mail.
To be honest though, nobody cares about your YouTube crush but you.